Barzani renews the commitment of the government of Kurdistan and seriousness to reach a comprehensive agreement with Baghdad. September 7, 2019. 1,281 views. The head of the Kurdistan Regional Government Masroor Barzani, on Saturday, the commitment of the Kurdistan Regional Government and seriousness to reach a comprehensive agreement with Baghdad on key issues. Barzani's office said in a statement received, Al Sumerian News, a copy of it, that Barzani met this morning in the resort of Salah al-Din deputies of the Kurdistan Democratic Party. The office added, the meeting was very important, where he renewed the commitment of his government and seriousness to reach a comprehensive agreement with Baghdad on the basic files to ensure the rights and obligations of the parties in accordance with the constitution. Abdul Mehdi is visiting China and these are the most prominent files. September 7, 2019. Baghdad, Iraqi. Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi plans to visit China at the end of this month to discuss the results of the memorandums of understanding and agreements between Baghdad and Beijing. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that the Department of Asia and Australia in the ministry organized a consultative meeting for a number of representatives of Iraqi ministries and institutions. She pointed out that the discussion was reached on the memorandums of understanding and agreements that are expected to be signed during the visit of Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi, the People's Republic of China at the end of this month. A large Chinese delegation arrived in Baghdad in April this year, representing the ruling Chinese Communist Party, to discuss about Chinese investments for the reconstruction of liberated areas. The delegation met with First Deputy Speaker Hassan al-Kabi and discussed with him the coordination of Iraqi-Chinese cooperation in the fields of reconstruction, security and economy. Ma'azen News. September 7. Jordan announces the arrival of Iraqi oil at a preferential price. Jordanian Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources Hala Zaidi said on Saturday that Iraqi oil has arrived at a preferential price. Zaidi said in a press statement continued, Ma'azen News, that her country will negotiate with Iraq soon to increase the quantities of Iraqi crude oil supplied to Jordan, amounting to 10,000 barrels per day. She added that oil shipments began to flow from Iraq as of last Thursday, through tanks landing at the Jordanian refinery, under the agreement signed between the two sides in February last year. Zaidi noted that the imported quantities constitute only 7% of Jordan's consumption of crude oil, to be negotiated later to increase the quantity. She noted that under the Memorandum of Understanding, Jordan buys Kirkuk crude at prices equivalent to Brent crude as deducted from the cost of transport and specifications difference. The minister explained that the number of tanks that transport Iraqi oil is 200 tankers out of 500 were contracted through the Jordan Life Tower Transport Company and its partners, which won the bid to transport crude oil. She pointed out that this agreement revitalizes the sector of transport and road freight between the two countries and the operation of shops and services along the road between Amman and Baghdad. She added that the next phase will see an acceleration of the procedures to extend the oil pipeline from the city of Basra to the Jordanian port of Aqaba, after the approval of the Iraqi Council of Ministers, which provides Jordan's needs of crude and provides an export port for Iraqi oil to other countries. The minister noted to continue the work to complete the electrical link between the two countries. Alawi calls for the formation of a general command of the armed forces, including representatives of these bodies. September 7, 2019, 10:22. Baghdad, the leader of the National Coalition Ayat Alawi, on Saturday, to form a general command of the armed forces to prevent the multiplicity of military forces. Alawi said in a tweet on his official page on Twitter that I have always stressed the need to preserve the prestige and reputation of the homeland and prevent the multiplicity of military forces because of the serious negative repercussions. He added that the only solution to avoid this is the formation of a general command of the armed forces, which includes representatives of the Peshmerga and the Hashd fighting, led by the Commander-in-Chief and his Deputy Minister of Defense. There is no way for our stability except with one Iraq, one army, one resolution and one command, he said.